Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper. Welcome to USA Wrestling Weekly. Here is this week's news and features now from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Well, the wrestling community was shocked and saddened to learn of the death of 2006 Greco-Roman world bronze medalist Lindsay Derocher. He passed away unexpectedly in his sleep in Denver, Colorado at the age of 36 just this last weekend. Last February, Derocher suffered a broken sternum in a snowmobile accident. He had surgery to deal with the sternum injury a few days before his death. We have no further details about the cause of his death as we record this episode. Services, however, for Lindsay will be held Thursday, June 9th, with a funeral in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and a memorial service at Buffalo Grove, Illinois. The family plans an additional service in Colorado within a few weeks. Derocher won his 121-pound World Greco-Roman bronze medal at the 2006 World Championships in Guangzhou, China. He placed fifth at the 2007 World Championships in Baku, Azerbaijan, helping lead the U.S. to its first ever world team title in Greco-Roman competition. He was also a member of the 2005 U.S. World Team. He won the 2006 U.S. Open and was a runner-up 5 times. Derocher was the 2003 Pan American Championship silver medalist and won a silver medal in the 2007 Pan American Games. He won a number of other gold medals in many different competitions around the world. Derocher won numerous gold medals at the Maccabi Games, an international sporting event for Jewish athletes competing in the event in 93, 97, 2001, and 2005 in both Greco-Roman and freestyle. He competed in judo at the Maccabi Games in 2009 and was the flag bearer for the U.S. delegation. Derocher placed second in the 1997 NCAA Championships and fourth in the 96 NCAAs, competing for the University of Illinois. Lindsay won state titles in 2 states, winning the 92 Illinois state title for Buffalo Grove High School, and in 91 he won the Wisconsin state title for Wayland Academy. Derocher served as assistant coach for the University of Illinois, the U.S. Naval Academy, Northwestern University, and Northern Illinois University. In 2007, he was inducted into the Illinois Wrestling Coaches and Officials Association Hall of Fame. For the last year, Derocher served as a resident coach at Rhino Sports Gallery in Denver, Colorado. Past teammates and coaches shared their memories of a very talented Lindsay Derocher.
Wrestling is shocked and saddened with the news of Lindsay Derocher. The sport lost a true hero. Greco-Roman wrestling will not be the same without Lindsay Derocher around. Lindsay Derocher just embodied what was right with a Greco-Roman wrestler, a true competitor, an athlete with true grit, someone that left his mark on our sport and will be sadly missed. Certainly our hearts and prayers go out to his family at this time.
We're shocked and heartbroken over the loss of Lindsay Derocher. You know, he was a great athlete, of course, and a great friend to a lot of people, athletes and coaches. So instrumental in our World Championship victory in 2007, where he wrestled for the bronze medal and scored valuable points for our team and helped us to beat the Russians. We're going to beat the Russians by 1 point. And Lindsay was a big part of that team. Of course, the year before that, he won the bronze medal. Lindsay, a great wrestler, and obviously we're all very saddened by his sudden and unexpected passing.
As all you know, today's a sad day. We learned about Lindsay Derocher passing away on Friday. And I've known Lindsay since he was about 18 years old, wrestling in college and also wrestling in Greco as he was competing in collegiate. What I remember about Lindsay is that he was a very confident young man in his abilities. He always had to fight. He was a warrior, and no matter who he was wrestling, I remember a couple of times he'd come up to me and goes, I'm gonna kick this guy's butt all over the place. And that's what I missed about him. And as he was getting the end of his career, because I'm the junior coach, I always was developing guys, and he used to come into the wrestling room at the training center and get on me about developing Spencer Mango and Max Nahr and all the kids, and saying that all I was doing was trying to get him out of there. And I said, no, we're just trying to make sure that we keep the world championships, you know, winning medals at his weight class. So we'll miss Lindsay, and I'll miss him egging me on about, you know, always finding someone to beat him.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, the U.S. World Team Trials will be held Friday and Saturday, June 10th and 11th at the Cox Convention Center in Oklahoma City. This event features the nation's top wrestlers in 3 Olympic styles. The champions will represent the U.S. at the 2011 World Championships in Istanbul, Turkey. Now, tickets are still available, and fans are encouraged to travel to Oklahoma City for this incredible event. Among the stars on display will be world champions Christy Davis, Dramil Byers, and Clarissa Chun, along with world medalists Jake Herbert, Elena Paraskova, Justin Ruiz, and Travilda Legnev, and many, many others. TheMat.com will provide a live webcast of the competition with action on all 4 mats. Veteran wrestling announcers Van Stokes and Jason Bryant will provide the call, along with a number of other guests during the 2-day event.
Dan Gable, the most dedicated athlete I've ever known. There's the fall, Frank. It's all over. Dan Gable has won the gold medal at 149.5
Well, it was a great evening as the wrestling community came together in Iowa to celebrate the career of the legend Dan Gable. It was a commemoration of his retirement from the University of Iowa. The event was called Gable's Gold, and numerous wrestling dignitaries were on hand, including many of the star wrestlers who'd won NCAA and world-level titles under his coaching. As Iowa's wrestling coach, Gable compiled a career record of 355-21-5. He coached 152 All-Americans, 106 Big Ten champions, 45 national champions, and 10 Olympians, including 4 gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze. His Hawkeyes won 15 NCAA team titles and 21 Big Ten titles under his direction. Longtime sports information director Phil Hattie, the PA voice for Iowa Wrestling, served as MC. Former Hawkeye wrestler Brooke Simpson provided the invocation. Among those who spoke at the celebration, Olympic champion Ben Peterson, Gable's teammate while at Iowa State. Mike Deanna, a champion wrestler under Gable. Jay Robinson, who was Gable's assistant coach at Iowa prior to taking over the University of Minnesota. Bump Elliott, who served as Iowa's athletic director during Gable's coaching tenure and oversaw many important changes at the University of Iowa. Tom and Terry Brands, current wrestling coaches at Iowa who competed under the man. Tom won 3 NCAA titles and world and Olympic gold as well, while Terry was a 2-time NCAA champion and a 2-time world champion. Current athletic director Gary Barta set the stage, and all things came together on a very beautiful evening in eastern Iowa. Gable talked at the function himself and gave his own perspective of his career and those who were part of his legacy.
We're trying to do bigger and better things in our sport. We're trying to form an alliance, which I think will have some kind of statement out this week on a wrestling alliance that's going to be bigger and stronger and put more of a voice out to the wrestling world, to the NCAA, to international wrestling, showing that we're trying to become more efficient on a daily basis as a group of leaders in our sport.
During the banquet, the University of Iowa announced it will display a bronze statue of Gable outside the main entrance to the remodeled Carver Hawkeye Arena. Gable had an amazing 95-1 record coaching in the arena, and imagine that, 95-1. The 7-foot statue being sculpted by Larry Nolan is the same artist, by the way, who commissioned to create the bronze Nile Kinnick display located in Kinnick Stadium's South Concourse. The sculpture will reflect an iconic image of Gable coaching the Hawkeyes. The photo, which inspired the sculpture, as well as a depiction of what it will look like when completed, has been released to the public, and the statue should be erected prior to the U.S. Olympic team trials in Iowa City in April of 2011. Tickets are on sale now, by the way, for the 2012 U.S. Olympic team trials, which will be held in Iowa City, Iowa, April 21st and 22nd. Fans, you can purchase tickets inside Carver Hawkeye Arena or order them over the phone at 800-424-2957. All session tickets can be purchased for children for $40, adults only $70. VIP packages cost just $175. The VIP package includes preferred seating, parking passes, official programs, limited edition Dan Gable bobblehead, t-shirt, and access to a concierge lounge for food and drink. A special combined ticket package for UI Wrestling season ticket holders has also been approved by the United States Olympic Committee. Call the UI ticket office at 319-335-9323 or 800-IA-HAWKS for Iowa Wrestling season ticket information. The U.S. Olympic team trials determine which U.S. athletes qualify to represent the U.S. at the 2012 Olympic Games in London, England. To purchase Olympic trial tickets online, do so at HawkeyeSports.com or IowaCityToLondon.com, and we'll see you there.
Hi, this is Steve Frazier, and you are watching USA Wrestling.
Wrestling fans, USA Wrestling has launched a top social networking site designed for you. USA Wrestling Nation is the latest innovation provided to the wrestling community by our sports national governing body, USA Wrestling. Post photos, blogs, and videos, interact on boards. Keep up with your favorite wrestling personalities with USA Wrestling Nation. It's free to register. Join the thousands of wrestling fans that have already signed up and become a part of the USA Wrestling Nation at usawrestlingnation.com. Well, it's that time of year across the nation when USA Wrestling hosts its regional championships in freestyle and Greco, providing high-quality competition for athletes of all ages. For decades, regional championships have been a key part of the USA Wrestling program, and this week, USA Wrestling Weekly visited the Southern Plains Regional Championships in Hays, Kansas. The event included competition for kids, cadet, and junior age divisions. It was a huge success, setting a new entry record with 861 entries over the 2 days of competition. USA Wrestling Weekly visited key leaders at the event to discuss the importance of regional events. Mike Juby is the state chairperson for Kansas and served as the event director for the Southern Plains Regionals. Juby provides some insights on this year's event. Mike?
You bet. I think this is really the developmental part of USA Wrestling, where we take what the states individually are able to do in developing their athletes, giving them opportunities to learn their skills, to try to see what levels they can aspire to, and hopefully prepares them then for national and for those elite few at some point in the future, maybe even international competition.
Gary Mayhab of Missouri is one of the nation's best high school coaches and nationally respected as a coach at the Olympic level as well. Mayhab explains why regional tournaments are so important for young athletes.
And because of 7, 8 states coming together quite often, we see that we're seeing something that took place regionally, maybe down in Texas, maybe over in New Mexico, where somebody's got something going very well. I mean, as we know, freestyle and Greco is a living, breathing entity. It makes you prepare, and it sets us up for nationals a little bit more.
Eric Aiken was a member of the Freestyle Team USA for many years, one of the top competitors in the country. He is now a coach for East Kansas Wrestling Club and a big supporter of regional championships.
When I was a kid, this was nationals, man. This is what I trained for. Southern Plains, 6 or 7 states. It's also good for some of these kids just to go against some new competition and realize that, there's something beyond your own state, something outside that box and that boundary, and more competition out there that is going to help make you better.
Well, Rusty Davidson of New Mexico served as the clinician for officials at the event and is a longtime state leader from the Southern Plains region. He provides his insight.
I think I would use the analogy that if local wrestling events are the arms and legs of USA Wrestling, regional championships might well be the heart and the lungs that keep our organization going. The regional events are the corner that gets turned between the guys that were successful at the local level and the guys that will go on to represent us at the elite levels.
Well, the Southern Plains Regional hosts a girls division, providing opportunity for the fast-growing segment of the sport. Brooke Bogren, who was a champion in the early years of women's wrestling, is the Kansas women's director.
I think the regionals are the best way for the girls to get matches close to home, easy to get to without having to travel all the way across the nation. And freestyle is the fastest growing college level, supplying all kinds of scholarships and everything for girls wrestling.
Well, the quality of the wrestling was outstanding in all the age divisions. The junior division featured numerous state champion athletes, including all of those expected to be All-Americans at this summer's A6 Vaughn Junior Nationals in Fargo, North Dakota. At 171 pounds, Kyle Crutchmer of Oklahoma won Southern Plains junior titles in both Greco and freestyle and was named Outstanding Wrestler in the freestyle division. He was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week for this achievement. It was important to compete in this event. Crutchmer explains why.
Come here to prepare for Fargo and duels. It's a tough tournament, a lot of tough competition, especially it's around so we're not going way up in north, we're just staying kind of in our hometown, kind of close. So, a lot of tough competition, just preparing for our national tournaments and stuff.
Well, it's time for this week's Technique segment with top coaches and athletes providing skills and training tips. This week, we feature USA Wrestling's core curriculum series for the Olympic styles, Level 1. We cover the 2-on-1 high dive. National Greco-Roman developmental coach Ike Anderson teaches and demonstrating the Greco-Roman stars Ben Provisor and Jimmy Chase.
Okay, in this segment, we're talking about a 2-on-1 duck for Greco. Okay, you can have this 2-on-1 anywhere, inside, 2-on-1 here, or you can use the baseball grip, show them the baseball grip, or the baseball grip. All right, and what happens is your opponent will grab your elbow, or sometimes they grab your wrist. You're going to pull the guy to his off balance, pull him to you, and from here we shoot right to his duck under and take him down. Okay, you're ducking under his elbow. Again, 2-on-1, pull him a little bit, and duck under his elbow, and you can finish with a 3. Most of the times, your opponent will bail out and only give you 1. Yep. Here, this is normally what will happen in the match. Most guys bail out, and you will get 1. If they stay and wrestle, as you saw, you can get 3 most of the time.
Well, the spring of 2011 has been a challenging one for college wrestling, with the loss of a number of prominent wrestling programs which were cut by their institutions. There's been a gradual erosion of the number of college wrestling teams on all levels during the last 3 decades. And although there are different circumstances for each program lost, a driving factor behind these cuts is the unintended consequences of Title IX, a federal law which protects opportunities in education. Now, a group which has been a leader in helping many Olympic sports, such as wrestling, by seeking Title IX reform, is the College Sports Council. A number of leaders from the College Sports Council recently addressed the wrestling community with information on its mission and activities.
The College Sports Council has 3 main fronts. We have a legislative front, we have a legal front, which we had great activity with a number of years ago, and now we are reinstating with the Pacific Legal Foundation. And finally, but not least important at all, is the media relations front, where I think we've been extremely effective given our meager budget.
USA Wrestling has supported our efforts a great deal. I'm pleased to see Gary here, and we're very grateful because USA Wrestling, they're the national governing body, the international style and that type of thing, and for them to reach out and be concerned about high schools and colleges shows that they're true leaders of our sport and not just worrying about their own little yard.
For more information on the College Sports Council, visit its website at savingsports.org. Well, USA Wrestling is creating opportunities for wrestling fans to cheer on Team USA at the 2011 World Wrestling Championships in Istanbul, Turkey in September. we're working with our travel partner, Global Gurus. Fans have the opportunity to select from 4 different packages. One tour covers the entire tournament, where fans can watch all 3 Olympic styles: Greco, women's freestyle, and men's freestyle. This 8-day tour starts on September 11 and returns back to the States September 19th. 3 other packages are available for fans who wish to watch one of the specific Olympic styles. The 4-night trip for Greco-Roman is from September 11th through the 15th. The 4-night trip for women's freestyle is September 12th through the 17th, and the 4-night trip for men's freestyle, September 15th through the 19th. Included on the tour are round-trip airport transfers, 4- or 8-night accommodations, a welcome dinner, full daily breakfast, transfer to the venue, daily tickets, a sightseeing tour, and on-site assistance from Global Guru staff members. For more information, visit globalgurus.com. Don't miss an episode. Program your DVRs now. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
Excellence like this takes a lifetime to achieve. So when athletes you've been watching all your life reach for world levels of competition, why not spend some quality time and just enjoy the show? Don't miss the 2011 U.S. World Team Trials, June 9th through 11th in Oklahoma City. Brought to you by ASICS, the official sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams. Reserve your tickets now.
Well, it's time for USA Wrestling's Photo of the Week, sent in by wrestling families and fans around the country that are also being considered for our photo contest page in USA Wrestler magazine, as well as for the USA Wrestling Facebook page. This week's Photo of the Week is taken by Kent Fulton. You'll see 9-year-old Alex Fulton going for a pin against an opponent from Iowa in the 50-pound weight class in a competition held recently in Tennessee. You can have your photographs considered for USA Wrestling's photo contest. Email them to Gary Abbott at gasawrestling.org. Well, the National Wrestling Coaches Association has named the Bob Up Coaching Excellence Awards for the 2010-2011 season. The award is presented annually to one coach from each college division, recognizing that coach who serves as a role model and a mentor for developing young student athletes. Brendan Buckley of Columbia was the winner of Division I. He has been a leader of the Lions since 2000. His team finished 7th at the EIWA Championships, with 2 wrestlers going on to the NCAA Championships. He had 6 wrestlers earn all Ivy League recognition, and every year his team made the all-academic team 5 times in the top 10. Steve Costanzo of St. Cloud State is the Division II winner. His team placed 2nd at the NCAA Championships in 2010-2011, the best ever finish, and were 3rd at the 2011 NWCA Cliff Keen National Duels. In his 13-year career, Costanzo coached 47 All-Americans and 46 NWCA All-Academic athletes, his 2nd award, by the way. Ron Beechler of Ohio Northern is the Division III winner. He's currently the all-time winningest coach in school history and holds the longest tenure as head wrestling coach there. Now starting his term as the NCAA Secretary Rules Editor, a position previously held by the legend himself, Bob Bubb. Tim Yeager of Morningside is the NEI winner. He's the president of the NEI Coaches Association and has coached Morningside for 7 years now. He guided the Mustangs to their first ever GPAC and NEI North Region Championships just this last year. His team came in 2nd on this year's NWCA NEI All-Academic team. Meanwhile, Scott Norton of Highline Community College is the National Junior College Athletic Association winner. He had 4 All-Americans this year, placing 10th as a team at the National Junior Championships. Mike Talese of Rio Hondo, California, won the California Junior College Award. The coach for the past 5 years has had 13 all-academic wrestlers, and his team has won 3 conference titles. Wrestling fans, we want to thank you for joining us each and every week. We'll see you here for USA Wrestling Weekly next week. Thanks for watching.